putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Raiders and the Broncos, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can you remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they come in at 15-0, 1 win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go.
And off we go from Denver. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go, shot, alert, alert.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Set, go. Hup.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the man out of a service academy, their rookie quarterback out of Air Force.
And he is, without any question at all, the focal point of this offense. Had an unbelievable game running the football last time out. And we're not just talking about little scampers here and there for 5 or 10 yards. We're talking about big, long, explosive field-flipping runs. And that's something this defense is well aware of.
Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 22-yard scamper. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left. And he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Let's go now. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. Running right through him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He has been elusive in this first half. You see the rushing numbers for him. This defense is going to have to find some way to keep him in the pocket. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. They'll try and run for it. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after here coming up. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him to do that?
And he loses the football the 2nd time. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Nix to the air. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. Oh, the spin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big On the scramble, it gets him a first down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to together.
The ruling on the field is reversed.
So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because this is something I thought would be out the game by now, but sometimes these head coaches and special teams coordinators, they just can't help themselves. It's a fake extra point, but sure enough, it winds up working out for 2 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse. An important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He's stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. And it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On the move to his left.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. And
touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Here we go, here we go. Ha!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Remember, he called his own number on the touchdown run earlier, and that's something he's been able to do with some frequency this season, as you see here where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks.
Steps away to his left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. That one goes for 24 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. That is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On second down, they'll run it here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Here we go, set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
A good gain of 12 yards that time.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Flush to his right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Their entire offense has been centered on him, and he's been carrying the load with ease. 100 yards rushing in a game for a quarterback is rare. In a single half, darn near a masterpiece.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Raiders continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that
Nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Denver's offense ready to go again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll air this one out from Mims.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Ready, ready.
Now a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Out to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with
Previous
all
play
reviews
is
coming
under
from the
review.
replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
To throw, here's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Nix from the shotgun. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Franklin. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's go.
Nix to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here we go, shot.
Throwing Nix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like, that's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he comes into these final couple of games as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Being chased out left. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are pouring it on. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You've got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Extra point forthcoming. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Yeah, quick throw there is incomplete.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
Here's Nix.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Ready. Go.
Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. And he fends him off. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and 5. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the left hash, this from 34. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Do the sportsmanship rules still apply as they did when we were kids, or has that changed over time?
Just straight rubbing it in. You fake when you're up by this margin. Yikes. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll set up a throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Raiders just continue to roll.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little... This defense, as they have been porous all game long. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there.
And the Raiders have got him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Go.
To throw is Nix.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
The Raiders now set to get the football back. Things have certainly gone their way in this one, largely thanks to the efforts of their running game as we scroll through some of these highlights.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
The Charles are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great effort there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Raiders are closing in on that 16-0 record.
And now they're going to fake it.
And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Here's Nix once more.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
And now here come the Raiders.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better. With the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And quickly they get to the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Okay, ready? Set.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of them.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down again.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Dancing to his left. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual.
And now, of course, all scoring
Previous
plays
play
are
is under review.
I think they're going to take an extra. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors.
And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good.
shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath